When fans think of the Saiyans from Dragon Ball, the spotlight always falls on the super elite, Goku, Vegeta, Broly. But if you strip away those outliers and focus solely on the average Saiyan warrior, the low and mid-tier soldiers of planet Vegeta, you're still looking at a race of genetically engineered, biologically tuned combat monsters. Even without Super Saiyan transformations, the Saiyan race as a whole would be an extinction-level threat in virtually any fictional universe, including Invincible and Marvel. Let's break down why. Base power levels and scaling from canon feats. Average low-class Saiyan warriors were estimated to have power levels between 1,000 and 4,000. That may not sound like much, until you remember that Master Roshi, with a power level of only 139, blew up the moon. Yes, the moon, a celestial body weighing 73 sextillion kilograms, vaporized by a guy who would be outclassed tenfold by even the weakest Saiyan infantry. And then there's Piccolo, whose power level at the start Dragon Ball Z was only about 322, and who casually destroyed the moon again just to stop Gohan's rampage. So if Roshi and Piccolo could accomplish lunar-level feats with those power levels, then a Saiyan sitting comfortably at 1,500 to 4,000 is, by scaling, easily capable of continent-busting to planet-busting power, in base form. Multiply that by 2 billion. We're being conservative and assuming 2 billion Saiyans populated planet Vegeta before its destruction. That's not 2 billion civilians. That's 2 billion warriors, all trained for combat, all genetically tuned to grow stronger the more they fight and survive. This isn't a few planet busters. This is a civilization of them. Every city, every squad, every platoon is made of individuals who can destroy celestial bodies and get stronger every time they're wounded in battle thanks to their Zenkai boosts, a unique Saiyan ability that causes massive power jumps after recovering from near death. You cannot win a war of attrition against Saiyans. It only makes them stronger. Transformations and scaling potential. While Super Saiyan is considered rare, the potential is baked into Saiyan biology. With high-stress battles, emotional trauma, or enough Zenkai boosts, even a mid-tier Saiyan can unlock this legendary form, which gives an instant 50x multiplier on power. And that's not even counting Oozuru, the Great Ape Transformation, which multiplies a Saiyan's strength by 10x just by looking at a full moon. These aren't rare occurrences. They're common in Saiyan society. The idea of 2 billion warriors suddenly jumping from Moonbuster to Planet Cracker in one night is not just possible. It's inevitable. What about the Invincible universe? In Invincible, the Viltrumites are top dogs, hyper-durable, flight-capable, insanely strong aliens with superior battle tactics. But they don't scale. Omni-Man, for all his power, doesn't become stronger after getting nearly killed. He doesn't transform. He doesn't gain exponential boosts from combat experience. Saiyans do. A single Saiyan could close the gap with a Viltrumite after a few brutal fights. 10 Saiyans could take down most of the Viltrumite military. 1 billion Saiyans, with the ability to level planets and grow more powerful each time they fall, would conquer the Invincible universe in record time. The Viltrumites may be a warrior race, but the Saiyans are natural predators of power itself. Marvel's heavy hitters wouldn't be enough. Let's look at Marvel. We're not talking about weaklings like Daredevil or even Captain America. He might be peak human, but the average Saiyan is a walking nuclear event. Instead, let's compare the Saiyans to Marvel's true heavy hitters. Thor, God of Thunder, capable of planetary-level strikes. But many Saiyans, even pre-Super Saiyan, are scaling in that same league. And Thor doesn't exponentially scale from battle. The Hulk, yes, his strength grows with anger, but it's still limited by biological rage and fatigue. Saiyans grow stronger permanently with every near-death recovery. Sentry, arguably Marvel's most dangerous powerhouse, able to manipulate molecules and rival cosmic forces. He could take on many Saiyans, but not a planet full of them growing stronger in real time. Captain Marvel can harness cosmic energy and deliver serious hits, but she lacks the regenerative combat scaling that allows Saiyans to break their own limits in the middle of a fight. Even if Earth's top-tier heroes grouped up, they'd be overwhelmed by the sheer number of Saiyans and the terrifying rate of their growth. This wouldn't be a battle. It'd be a biological arms race that Marvel would lose. Conclusion: Saiyans equals universal overlords. The Saiyan race, even without Goku or Vegeta, represents a civilization of exponentially scaling, transformation-capable, destruction-class warriors. With 2 billion of them, even the best fighters in the Invincible and Marvel universes would be outnumbered, outpaced, and outmatched. The average Saiyan isn't just strong. He's a moonbuster with the potential to become a god-level threat after a few hard fights. In any universe without multiversal safeguards or time-warping hacks, the Saiyan race is an endgame scenario, and they'd win not because they're special individually, but because their biology and culture are designed for total domination.